Okay, YouTube fam, so the last video didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I wanted it to be a freestyle sketch, kind of funny, but it didn't turn out that way. So we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna give some more thoughts. I've been gone for such a long time. I wanted to talk about the COVID-19 and what my views are on it. To be honest, self-isolation has been something I'm so naturally good at, so I didn't need the government to tell me how to do it. Like, really, I don't. But if you're gonna give me an award, please feel free to do so, because I've been ahead of the curve this whole time, self-isolating my ass off, and for the first time ever, like, it just feels like me and the rest of the world are finally on the same page, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. So yeah, that's my views on COVID-19. All in all, though, like, it's kind of scary because because I can't control if I'll get it. I'm not scared about that part. Like, if I get it, I get it. If I die, I die. I can't do anything about that. What I am a little bit concerned about is how similar this is to sci-fi films, and that predicted this ending such a long time ago, and now everybody in their own religions are saying how the end times are near. And like, for me as a Muslim, it's like, oh, Qiyamah. I I don't know. I don't know what will happen after this is done, or if this is going to be handled properly by the government, but I do know that it has been a tremendously upsetting time. And all I have done, actually I've done a lot. I've produced my book. I'm trying to re-edit the chapters. I've written poetry. I've went for walks. I've like blogged a lot, and I've got to work on my comedy skit, like my comedy career, I would say. And I've just kept persistent at work that engages me so much that the negativity of the world doesn't bring me down. So I would say, if you are one of those people, sorry, and I'm talking so fast because it's just like rambling on about what I think is happening. Oh, I have to put on lipstick. Yeah, I think that, sorry guys, I have to actually show you something too. I've recently got into more makeup, so I've just been obsessed with it. This one is Jolie Cosmetics. So I'm trying to like improve my appearance just for the videos themselves, so I can be a little bit more on top of the camera appearance. If you guys have any tips for me on how to improve like my hair or my makeup, my face, anything like that, feel free to like message me. Like, I would really appreciate it. But if, as far as the coronavirus goes, just don't worry about it, because you can't control it, and the news is just gonna be like, you watch it in the morning, at night, no matter what time of the day. Even if you like avoid every news and like put your ears into put your like fingers into your ears and bury your head in sand, your parents or your family still gonna tell you what's going on. You're never gonna miss the numbers of like who's affected, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about missing anything, because that's what everybody's talking about, right? But I would say just stay centered and stay grounded to like what your truth is, whether it's like architecture or business or finance or whatever industry you're in or whatever dreams you're working towards. Just stay focused, and don't lose hope. I know there's people that are doing like way better, like in terms of seeing what makes them happy and fulfilled, and like those are the people I strive towards. Those are like my role models, so that's like the place where I want to go towards. So wherever you are on the curve, like, just look there and then aim forward day by day and improve yourself a little bit at a time. And I think this quarantine time is most important for connecting with family and just working out any old resentments you have towards anybody in your family. I come from a single parent household, so it's always been it's always been super hard connecting with my mother, and this we've just had a really complicated relationship. I can't even get into it, but this entire process has just helped me so much to let go of so much stuff in my heart, because my heart was so clogged up. And like with prayer and like talking to my mom, like everything's just been, the debris has been coming off slowly and slowly. And I'm not working, obviously. I lost my job. I was working at this bar. I was working at a bar downtown in my city, and like it was great because I was super excited. I thought, like, you know, like those girls that they work at a bar and like they work for like 50-hour work weeks, and like they make enough tips to like, or not even 50, like they make enough tips to like work a lot of hours when they want, and when they don't want to work a lot of hours, they don't. And then they stay true to like what their heart's desire is. Like a lot of Instagram followers, I see that like they have their own accounts, so they're very focused on their art, for example, books, speaking tours, whatever they're into, acting, directing, and then they'll have enough money from like working at like a bar or something as compared to a corporate office full time to actually like feed their drive for creativity. And that's what I was trying to do, and then I lost that job too because of COVID-19, and then that kind of threw me off because I thought like it was almost a hit to my identity, and then I kept forgetting because I was so wrapped up in just living, like, I had this idea that I'm supposed to act like a certain person in my 20s, like, you know, work at a bar, and then if I don't have that job, like, who am I? But then that's not true, because that bar, like, places like that, you would never invest long term into that employment. And I know it sounds bad to say unless you're into restaurant management. And I didn't see that as my career, but I did see myself working in the restaurant, like, just to, like, learn to talk to people and become more acquainted with, like, how to, like, make money, earn money, and, like, stuff like that, just the business aspect of it. It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff to learn, and it was giving me patience, and it was giving me a little bit of grounding that I was needing. And then that got taken away. Like, it just, oh, it just got, it's like the carpet was like swept under for me, and like everything just broke apart, and then I kind of lost track of everything, and like it's not fair. I mean, life's not fair, but I've just been dealing with it in my own way. So I've just been trying to focus more in on comedy and really go for what I want. The other thing was the bar that I was working at. They owned a comedy, like a comedy room. So they had their own comedy lounge, and I was thinking like I'll work on the evenings, and then I'll go do like the stand up for amateur night on Fridays. I think it's on Fridays. I mean, I can still go back and do it, but it was different. It was a different feeling when I was attached to the company, because it was more security versus when I'm not. And that's the biggest thing that COVID-19 has brought out for me, uncertainty, not just for me, but for the whole world. And that uncertainty is what we are all grappling with in our own ways. I'm more of an introvert, so I try to work out that problem by myself anyways. But no matter who you are, oh, and I have to put this on soon. No matter who you are, just know that it'll work out for the best. Just keep doing you. And as long as you do, like, that's all that matters. Anyways, I hope you guys took something from this video, because I didn't know how to put my thoughts across. I didn't know how to get it across. Like, I'm not prepared for exact video making. YouTube changed everything in terms of live streaming, so I'm trying to figure out like how that works. Everything is just all at the same time. I know that happens to everyone. But hopefully you guys took some thoughts away from this video, and if you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna keep sharing what my thoughts are, and I would love to hear your stories as well. Have a good one.